A gene that could be to blame for lower survival rates in breast cancer patients has been discovered by local scientists. The team from the University of Southampton Hospital have been identifying variations of the Adam TSL1 gene. Our reporter Adam Goacher has more.
Tucked away at the University of Southampton's Hospital is a department called the Institute for Developmental Sciences. This department hosts a research team who have recently discovered a gene that they have linked with the survival rates of cancer patients.
The gene that we found, which was associated with survival, is a gene called Adam TSL1. And it's a gene which it produces a glycoprotein. So this is a protein which is it forms part of the extracellular matrix. So the extracellular matrix it's like a kind of a scaffold outside of the cells, so outside of tissue, and it's really responsible for how those cells interact with each other. So it gives them this scaffold, and it can position cells with respect to each other, and it can transmit signals from that extracellular, the environment outside of cells. It can transmit signals from that environment to the cells themselves.
As big of a discovery as this is, Dr. Tapper knows there is still plenty more work to do.
So really we're at a very early stage in this discovery. So at the minute we have identified this factor which increases the breast cancer patient's risk by about 1.4-fold. So actually it's quite a small, although significant difference. And really at the next stages are to trying to understand exactly how that variant is having an effect.
Whilst the study has been aimed at patients suffering with breast cancer, the team are looking at a much broader picture.
For many years now, we've recognised a number of factors that impact the likelihood that somebody will require extensive treatment for breast cancer and whether they are likely to survive or not long term. We use, and most of those factors that we use for working out how well a patient's going to manage with their breast cancer are tumour. They're intrinsic to the tumour. We look at how rapidly the tumour is growing, we look at certain types of protein expression in the tumour, and we don't take account of the host in which the tumour has developed. So we've developed a programme of work looking much more at host factors that might help us to be more specific about the prognosis of individual patients.
Professor Eccles went on to explain how the team conducted the research, which involved a lot of case studies that date back as far as 2012.
So the sorts of genes we've been looking at in this study are gene variants. They're not really coding any protein or genetic code. They're a variant which is common in the population actually. And what we've found is that we can pick those variants out that seem to be associated with a better or a worse outcome for breast cancer patients being treated.
Although the research isn't over just yet, this could be a huge step in the fight against cancer. Adam Goacher for That's TV.